Everybody's talking about solar batteries. Are they worth the investment? Are they sustainable? How much do they cost? I mean, how long do they last? Before I get into this subject, I highly recommend that you guys check out our YouTube channel. There's a ton of videos on there about solar in your roof, your electrical bill, ton of material there for you to watch and learn from. If this is something for you and you're thinking about going solar, go and check out our YouTube channel, guys. Now, let's get into it. The first thing I want to do today is give you a simple and basic understanding of how solar works and how all the parts work together. So, there are three main basic parts to solar, and that is the solar panels, the inverter, and of course, which is optional, the batteries. Or battery, depending. I don't know. There could be one, there could be six, who knows? How it all works is pretty simple. So the solar panels absorb the energy from the sun and they put that energy into the inverter. Now, what does the inverter do? The inverter basically transforms the energy from DC, direct current energy, into AC, accelerated current energy. When the sun is charging this energy, it gets released into your home, charging up your home. And the energy that you overproduce actually gets released back into the grid. Your electrical meter is what is going to keep count or keep score of how much energy you produce and how much energy you take back from the grid. If you have a battery, what basically happens is that extra energy that you create gets stored into your battery first. And then the rest of the energy gets released into your home, and whatever you overproduce once again gets released back into the grid. So what actually does happen when you're not producing any energy, such as at nighttime? Well, solar works on a credit system, and it actually gets calculated on a yearly basis. Here's an actual graph of yearly production for you to get a better understanding of how it all works. The dark blue lines are what the house consumes per month, and the light blue wave on the top is how much their solar system is guaranteed to produce per year. Now, this home produces 10,771 kilowatts per year, and their solar system is designed to produce that plus an extra 6%. So even though in the months where they're producing less solar hours, they will not receive an electrical bill because it is calculated at the end of the year. However, this can change if the homeowner decides to upgrade some electrical system in their home, such as an electric car, an AC unit, or a hot tub. Anything that basically will produce or consume huge amounts of energy. And then, of course, their system won't be able to offset that power anymore. So they will receive a bill from their utility company. So what do batteries do? What is the point of them? The battery is basically a backup of energy, which comes into use during power outages or at nighttime when you aren't producing any energy from the sun, and therefore you're taking energy from the grid. When you really think about it, you're still consuming energy at night, whether it's through your refrigerator, lights, AC unit, electrical car, you name it. There's a ton of things that we need to run. The other reason why you really need a battery is, especially here in California, we have what is called the time of use. Now, the three major electrical companies all do this, and basically what happens between the hours of 4 p.m. and 9 p.m., you homeowners are being charged double for your electricity. Yep, you heard me right. You're being charged double. So basically what that means is that I would not recommend for you to do the washing or to charge your electrical car between these hours because you're actually paying double, which is not fun. Home batteries are seized to be able to fully power the home during these hours. The other thing that batteries are great for is for power outages, as I mentioned before. That means that all your neighbors won't have any light, but you, my friend, you will. Now, what are the downfalls to having a solar battery? The main issues that people have found nowadays when it comes to solar batteries is that they can only hold a certain amount of energy, and that's usually about 6 hours to power your house. Obviously, that depends on what electricals you're consuming during that time will determine how long you will actually be able to go just on the batteries. The other thing is the temperature in the atmosphere that you live in will have an impact on the performance and the longevity of your batteries. So that's something that you might want to look into a little bit more as well. Another downfall to batteries is that over time this will lose power and production. Just like your phone battery, at first when you purchase it, it will work fantastic and it will power up for long times and 100%. But over time, the wear and tear, the use of it, your battery will not produce as much. In fact, you might have to get the battery replaced. Well, with solar, it's kind of the same. So the real issue here is that you will actually have to replace your solar battery every 5 to 15 years. Not only that, but they actually do require regular maintenance. Price. When diving into the world of solar, the first thing that homeowners notice is the hefty price when it comes to solar batteries. Yep. Now, the price really does depend on the size of the battery and the type of battery that you purchase. You should expect to pay anything between $8,000 to $18,000, give or take a few $100s here and there, maybe even a few $1,000s. Here's the hard question. Is it worth it getting a battery? Honestly, this really does depend on quite a few things. Now, there are many programs out there that allow you to get the battery at an affordable price, such as the PPA, which is the Power Purchase Agreement, and one of the companies that does this is Sunrun. And the other company that I've heard of that does this as well is Tesla. They include the batteries with their package, which for some of you may only be a few extra dollars a month, in which case it's probably worth it. But the reality is that batteries are quite expensive and they will not get you off-grid yet. I would really recommend for homeowners to wait until the technology improves. They are actually working on it as we speak, because right now in California there's a huge demand for solar. In fact, any new home that is built in California has to have solar. So obviously the demand for batteries has increased, and therefore the companies have caught on to this and now they're starting to work and improve on this technology. If money is not an issue, which is good for you, or you live in an area where there's a lot of blackouts, or you just have a really hefty electrical bill, then maybe this is something that might turn out to be financially worth it for you. So before you decide to go solar and before you decide to pick any batteries, there are two main things that I really recommend for you to check out and investigate, and they are warranties and production guarantee. So warranties, we all know what they are. Just ask what the warranties are on the product just to make sure that it will perform at its peak. And of course, the production guarantee is extremely important. It basically guarantees that this product will produce and create or generate a certain amount of power over a certain amount of time. Therefore, if the system does not produce what it promises, they will have to replace the system or repair it, which is great. The best thing that you can do, homeowners, is to go out there and get 3 to 4 quotes from different solar companies with the battery, obviously. The best part of all of this is that getting a solar quote is completely free. It's not going to cost you anything except for some of your time. Don't forget that here at Roofing 101, we don't just do roofs, we also do solar, so give us a call if you would like us to give you a free quote. I hope this video was educational and informational. Homeowners, leave us a comment below if you have any questions about roofs, solar, or batteries. And don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Have a great week.
There's not another company that could have done a better job. The other companies, they kind of have to work. You see that. This company, it was not like that. They enjoyed their job and they enjoyed what they were doing. Eye-opening. I would recommend you guys clear across the world, so.
Like I said, the sign can stay up forever. I'll never remove the sign that you have for the company, and I love the entire feeling, the vibe of the company, and your quality care is unbelievable. I can see it today by your
Awesome.
inspection several weeks later, and I can't say enough about you guys, honestly.
That's awesome.
So
That's
I'm very, very happy.
Thank you
and
so
I love
much.
my roof, so
Thank you so much.
I can't say enough.
The work was fast. It was completed, like tear off, redone, and clean up all within less than 12 hours. I mean, I don't know that there was anything that could have been done any differently. There's nobody else I'm going to call. I totally expected a 2 to 3 day drawn out thing with having it done. I've never had to go through a roof replacement before in one day. I don't even count the drop off as a day. One day, I was very impressed. If there's anything that ever goes wrong or we have to do any repairs or anything, it's Roofing 101.
With him. What I liked about the crew was they got things done, and they stayed busy. The cleanup of the crew went They did a great job cleaning it up. I would hire them again. I would recommend them to my friends and family and neighbors.
We went on Home Advisor and looked at the 5-star. Your crews were fabulous.
So if you were to do it all again, would you hire us again to redo?
Absolutely, absolutely. Got a great crew.
It was a great experience. I felt like I was being treated as a valued customer, and that my purchase was made intelligently. I'd recommend Roofing 101 and Chris to anybody. No questions.
Thank you for watching. For more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. Ready to book your free inspection? Check the link in the description box for more information.